Go over the Falken Wildpeak AT3Ws. This is the 30,000 mile review. I'm going to make this really short and sweet. We've got a lot going on today. However, it's not snowy, it's not muddy, it's not wet, so I get to actually review the tires when they're not chock full of mud and debris and all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is first, this is the right front, this is the right rear. Right rear is going to the front, front's going to the rear. I do not cross rotate, I just do front to rear. I've never seemed to have any trouble. Unless I have a vehicle that tends to have a posy rear end or something like that, I'll get a little bit more wear on that right rear tire. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, here we go. Inside of the right front, looks like 7/32. Middle of the right front, 6 maybe. Outside edge of the right front, 7/32. Right rear, 6/32. Middle, 6/32. And outside edge, 5/32, really. It really doesn't want to focus. This thing's too shiny or something. That's interesting. The most interesting thing I've found is weather checking. These tires are 2 years old, and I already have a lot of weather checking on these tires. I mean, you see this in vehicles, you know, tires that are, let me see if I can get a better, there we are. This is the right front. I mean, it's like this all the way across the tire, all the way around the tire on both sides. I do not run these in low pressure. I run them between 35 and 40 pounds, depending on whether or not I have my trailer on. This summer was a lot of 40, just because I did a lot of hauling. But I mean, that's what's concerning, is the weather checking is just weird. I live in an area we do not use chemical, we use sand. I live on dirt roads, so I don't know what would be causing that weather checking. I think it's just odd for a tire that only has 30,000 miles on it. That said, at 30,000 miles, tread wear is uniform, as you saw, and they still have a decent amount of tread. We're coming up on winter. It's November 18th right now, 17th, 2019. We're coming up on winter. I'm going to go one more winter on these, see what they're like. If you remember my tires from before, the Goodyear Wranglers, the Duratrax, they were, when I got to about half tread, the weather performance in the winter went just right off a cliff. I mean, there was no traction, no braking. It was really odd, for lack of a better term. So we're going to see. These did great last year. I had about 20,000 miles on them, 18,000, I believe. So this year, we're going to see what they're like. They have half the tread left, 6/32. So we'll see what they do in the winter. You can see it's got a little bit of, looks like it's not wearing evenly. It's not cupping. It just looks that way. It's kind of weird. I don't have any cupping there. Those little scallops that I mentioned before, those are really like all but gone on these tires now. They had little, every other tread block had a little scallop, and I don't even see them anymore. So I really don't know where those went. And just wear out maybe, I don't know. But as you can tell, you're getting more of a more surface area with less siping type designs and things like that. So if the winter weather performance drops off dramatically, I might not even wait for a rotation video. I might just do a video and let you guys know what's going on in the snow with these things. Otherwise, last year they were phenomenal. All summer they've been great. They work great for towing. These are the P metric. They are not LT rated tires. So they were cheaper. I'm just double checking. Yep. However, I've had a horse trailer on there with a couple thousand pounds. So I was probably pulling 4,000 pounds or maybe a little bit more. Had no issue whatsoever. No trailer sway, nothing. That said, I don't drive 80, 85 miles an hour with a trailer. I only do 65 and maybe 70 because the vehicle just doesn't have the oomph to go that fast anyway. So, like I said before, these are a good tire for the money. You won't be disappointed.